Hi, Coach Bone here, official narcissist of the chosen 144K. Great narcissist, self-aware, self-diagnosed, and under self-therapy. So later I'm going to do a live stream at 6 a.m. at least here. It's about 3 hours away. About Limerance, which is basically loving an idealized version of my wife. An obsession lah, more specifically. Can't really say it's love. Alright, about supernovas in general. Some thoughts I have about it due to some new information that I got, and also about twin flames. Right, so for those who probably don't want to go to the live streams to listen about it, so I just made this short video, hopefully to explain in small detail, at least give you guys an idea, and also give a teaser about what are the stuff that I'm talking about. Alright, now from what I read about Limerance, it's basically an obsession with some form of object that the person's not, something like that, to that effect. So basically, if I relate to my own experience, I do have a vision of what my wife is supposed to be. Okay, my wife is supposed to be this really awesome person in my mind, of course. That has nothing to do with it, to be honest with you. Okay. All right. So meaning here, whatever that she is, actually, she doesn't exist in my mind. She exists as that object that I obsess over, that object that I want her to be. Alright? So it causes certain problems in this regard. Every time she acts in a way that I feel does not fit that particular idealized version that I have in my mind, I will obviously get angry. Okay? So this is actually, I think, is the biggest cause of friction between narcissists and whoever they're with at that time. Okay, could be an empath, could be a normal person or whatever, because they do not subscribe to that idealized version that the narcissist has. So obviously, if that person, I mean, how are you supposed to measure up to an idealized version of another person? Okay, so you're gonna have all kinds of problems in this regard, right? So hopefully that clears up a little bit about Limerance. Now about supernovas, I have come into revelation, perhaps, maybe more like maybe an awakening of my mind, something like that. That supernovas are not just a violent burst of energy. Okay. I used to think about supernovas chiefly as violent bursts of energy, okay, and through those violent bursts, it seems to create awakenings. In my regard, I always look at it as a leveling up, because I'm a gamer, so I think in those terms. So leveling up. Now, it seems to me that supernovas can also be done not through those violent bursts. There are other ways to do it. Okay. But the main point of it is like there's always an awakening, meaning there's always we call it here hijrah lah. It's more like you go from this state to a better state. Okay, going to a higher consciousness, I guess, from 3D to 4D to 5D. In terms of Bashar, I don't really understand all the terminology at the moment, but I'm sure I will. And then this concept of twin flames, I really love it. There seems to be some kind of vibration or frequency with my wife. The frequency is pretty violent, I have to admit it, but it seems to work somehow between me and my wife, in the sense that instead of actually becoming more weaker as we stay together, it seems that we are becoming more realized to where we're supposed to go. Alright? What I mean by that is we are growing as individuals. Okay? like she's getting what she wants, the awakening that she feels she needs, and I'm getting the awakening that I need. Right? I'll explain more detail in the live stream. Okay, so hopefully it clears up a few things, but I do want to add one thing as well, though. Or probably this should be another video, but anyway, I'll just add this to anyone who's still watching about the concept of fuel and also about appliances. Just to throw this idea out, like, if I'm a narcissist and I require fuel, doesn't that make me the appliance? You know? Anyway, see you in the next video or the live stream. See you guys.